Good morning, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies, here for our ongoing series of public speaking. Once again, we do it for new teachers, new supervisors, new leaders of any kind, or people who wanted to be in the public speaking realm, and then the virus hit. So now you have this box. So you have a choice either to try to go to school, and there's some well accredited schools that can help you out, 2 year, 4 year, or they specialize in public speaking, or you simply say, I'll just look at some videos because I'm disciplined enough to learn myself. Well, I just have information out there for you. So, all this week, we started a new workshop and we're going to go through it to the end. This way, it'll always be out there. You can pick and choose, gather, look at some of the data once the content is there, see what you like. But we're doing it for you, and this is for the consumer. So, let's get to it for a Thursday. Our thing is now, if you looked at everything we've done in this first module, we tried to find out who we are, what's our objective. We try to identify what the audience should look like, what should we choose as far as content. All of these things need to be considered before you do take a public speaking job, or if you're a teacher, once again, going in front of a room and we can't wait until school year starts, or you're a new boss or supervisor. So we're the end of module one. So before we start module two, let's just summarize. Let's identify some of the key questions and concerns that we did go over earlier this week, starting from Monday up until yesterday. So if you have a good understanding of your audience, and you can probably predict the key questions and the concerns that they're likely to have, you may not be able to give the audience the answers they like to hear, but at least you'll be ready to discuss the things they care about the most. Remember, they came to hear you, to listen to you. So maybe I don't have the exact answer, but this is what I would do to lead you down that path. You see, many speeches these days are followed by Q&As, questions and answer sessions, which allows the audience to raise any issue they do not feel have been fully dealt with during that original speech. But it is better for the audience if they say you, the original speech giver, give some detailed concerns or show them where you got the information or address how they can get off of their seat and go research some more with that. You don't have to have all the answers, but as long as you don't shrug your shoulders and say, well, I don't know, I just pulled that from a blog and don't know where that information came from. So always be straightforward when you have a Q&A. If you're a young student watching this and you're getting ready to go back to school, that's why in high schools, public speakers were usually the debate or the mock trial teachers. This way they could train you at least on handling Q&A, which was always good for interviewing. Most times people don't understand that interviewing is your opportunity to make that resume come alive. It's just a piece of paper for the people on the other side of the desk. But if you can articulate it in a way that none of these other candidates that we were considering doing, that moves you straight to the forefront. That's why public speaking is very important. So, if we can find a way to make sure that these questions from the Q&A that we can channel, if not address, and maybe we don't want to address them right now. Please just tell them, show them, doesn't have to be right there, but after it's over with, how they can further get to the answer of the truth. If you can speak intelligently and emotionally about the issues or the concerns that the audience have raised, they will have a lot more trust in you and give you that thumbs up for the next time that you're going to be doing a speech or doing some type of workshop in their area. It also may be helpful before delivering a speech or a presentation to make a list of the 5 most searching questions that you expect them to have. This way, your presentation should then be tailored more by the audience because they're going to stick to those 5 questions as well. Just a little trick if you just wanted to confine and keep it where you can still control the flow of what might be presented to you as a question. Also, when delivering a speech, it's also helpful to pay tribute to the fact that these concerns do exist by saying something along these lines. And before I go, I would like to raise an issue. That's the key thing. Now they're paying attention. I would like to raise an issue that I know have been foremost among your minds with the audience that is here. Now, what does this do? As the audience gives you their focus, their attention again, it's a simple way that you can direct them to entity research, anything that you would like to be talked about, have them research, have them bring you back for more to talk about. So once again, when we want to identify key questions and concerns, it's not really a hard thing when we talk about Q&A. It's a better way of giving you the opportunity to be in the forefront and always stay in the forefront. Can't control the audience, but we can control the process, the pace, and the content of what we're trying to share with them with our public speaking. If that makes sense, come back for the next installment. And as always, in parting, you go out and make it a champion.